So we have officially hit 100 trips with that car right there. So today I want to take you through the whole car and show you what 100 Turo trips does to a car. Let's take a look. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for watching. So here is my 2020 Toyota Corolla, and today I want to go through the whole car and be able to show you everything from front to back and what 100 Turo trips does to the car. Now, this car has had its fair share of battle scars. It has been in a couple of car accidents, which I'll show you what was done to it. And obviously, through many people driving the car, it has had its fair share of wear and tear. So we'll go through everything and kind of show you what has been done to the car over the course of its 100 trips in the last almost 2 years. So the two major things to know right off the top on this car is it was involved in a car accident last year. It was hit right about here. It did cause the strut to get bent. It did cause the wheel to get bent. The bumper needed to be replaced and the headlight needed to be replaced. So we actually need to have the collision shop take a look at this headlight because it is starting to peel some of this coat. So would love to see if there maybe can be a replacement or what we need to do in order to fix that. The bumper was a bumper that I purchased off of eBay, and the reason I had to buy it off of eBay was because the bumper for the Corolla was on back order. So if I had not purchased this one, then we would not have been able to get the car fixed in time. So the fitment is not quite where I would like it to be. On this side, it permanently sticks out. And then over on this side here, I have to constantly press on it, and it eventually does snap back into place, but it will eventually find its way back out. The other effect of the accident is there is a little bit of a bigger gap above the headlight here where the headlight meets the hood compared to this side. If you take your finger, I can barely stick one finger in through here, where on this side I can nearly fit two. So definitely still not quite where it should be, but that's what happens with cars and car accidents. It's not going to look perfect. The other accident it was involved in, and we don't really know any of the details. The renter actually would not pay for any of the damages, unfortunately. That's part of what comes with the business, but there was a scrape right on the bumper right here. This is the original bumper cover that came with the car, but I did remove it and take it to the collision shop and have them repaint the bumper entirely. And so that was another expense that we incurred as far as car accidents are concerned. But 100 trips can take its toll on a car. You can see that there are a lot of touch-up spots. There are also a lot of spots that need to be touched up. Like this is actually already touched up, so there really isn't anything to do here. But if you look really closely, you can see little small white specks in the paint, in the metal, and those are chips in the paint where the metal is exposed, and that does need to be repainted. I'd say probably the car overall could use an entire paint correction just because it has been through multiple car washes and it just has its fair share of wear. There's another small dent right here. There's another dent that's right up here near the door. There's some scratching over here in the quarter panel. Some more scratches right here. So, I mean, overall, as you look at the outside of the car, there are definitely some signs of wear and things that can be repaired, but definitely would take you a lot of time to do it. This also over multiple trips has caused the wheels to rust, so a lot of the black inside the wheels, this can easily get repainted. But again, it doesn't really ruin anything as far as its functionality. It's more of just looks. Now, as we get inside the car, this top of the steering wheel is definitely very worn out and definitely is making me think about whether I want to get a steering wheel cover or if I want to get one of those leather steering wheel kits to cover this up. But it's not any, there's no dye that's getting on my hand or anything. So it's merely more of cosmetic than something that needs to be addressed right away. If you look down on the plastic trim right here, that's supposed to be kind of that glossy color. Some of this is very scratched up, you can tell. It could be repaired with some compound if you take a little bit of compound and put it on a pad, but it's not gonna look 100%. Same thing goes for the climate control. There's a little bit of kind of surface scratching along the top of it. The radio is actually in really good shape. There really isn't anything there. This is more of just fingerprints that need to be cleaned off. The seat is also also showing some signs of wear. You can see the padding is kind of bunched up over here a little bit. And then same thing right here along the seat. And of course the trim panels where you would be getting into the car, they're overall pretty scratched up on all sides. Looking in the back here, we did lose 2 of the car seat anchors, and those have been gone for a little while. I could buy new parts to put that in there, but nobody has since complained about it so far. It doesn't really affect anybody sitting in the seat. Stuff can obviously get in there to a point where I would have to clean it, but it's nothing that affects the car as far as its functionality, so I'm not really worried about purchasing anything like that. In the trunk, again, just, you know, minor wear along the trim panels here. Obviously things have happened, bags have been put in the car, whatever things may be, and some minor surface scratches have occurred. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as the wear and tear. You can see that this car at 89,000 miles definitely has had its fair share. Now, I know I went through a lot of negative, but here's what I did to actually protect the car and to preserve some of its value. We got these plastic floor mats that go all the way around. So we have front driver and passenger, as well as in the rear. So this is protecting the carpet from getting stained, from getting worn out, and should I decide that I'm going to sell the car, then we definitely have protected carpet because of this. The other thing that we did for the interior is we did get a trunk liner. So the trunk liner is protecting the liner itself from getting any sort of damage. This was not purchased until a lot later, but it also makes things a lot easier to clean. So this would be a selling point when you go to sell the car, that the car already comes with a trunk liner and the fabric is protected in here. And then along the outside of the car, we did do a ceramic coating on it around late 2021, early 2022, and it's still holding up fairly well. We did attempt to do some paint correction on here, and it's holding up okay. It probably needs another round of that, to be honest. But even if we did not do anything with it and just left it as it was, then the car would still look okay. And so there you have it. That essentially is what a car will look like after 100 trips. I mean, when you look at the car from far away, you really can't tell that there's anything wrong with it. You would think that the car is perfectly fine. Obviously, there is some small bits of wear and tear on it, but nothing that is going to ruin the functionality or make the car less reliable. Now, we do have the Hyundai here, and we're getting that one ready for its next rental. It's supposed to be going out on Thursday morning, and so it's not too bad as far as dirt is concerned. So we're just gonna run a vacuum really quick through it and get it looking nice and clean. And I wanted to show you a little bit of behind the scenes of some of the stuff that we get for our business. So we have a whole collection of oil filters that we have. We have also some oil, and we are continuing to buy it as we need it. There is a lot of ceramic coating that is there. We have a lot of cleaning products, and we have refills of the stuff that we use on the daily. We also have our jack stands and a lot of other stuff, touch-up paint over on that top shelf there. So we keep a lot of things to allow us to be able to do a lot of these things in-house and be able to save a bit of money. Now that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing if you enjoy watching our business grow and continue to grow with each and every passing day. If you have a car that you want us to manage for you here in the Jacksonville area, I will leave a link to our email down below so you can give us all the information that you have about your car and let us know why you think it would do well here in the Jacksonville area. We'd love to host it for you and also allow you to have some passive income. If you need a rental in Jacksonville, don't forget to visit AchooRentals.com. We have everything from small compact cars to both of those beauties right there to nice sized minivans. Have a great day, everybody.